Hello friends, welcome. Today we are going to learn what is the learning in the artificial intelligence. So what is learning? It is the activity of gaining knowledge or skills by studying, practicing, being taught or experiencing something. It means learning is the activity which involves that we are gaining knowledge or skills by studying, by continuously practicing and by being taught and experiencing something. So the learning enhances the awareness of the subjects of the study. So the ability of learning is possessed by the humans, some animals and AI enabled systems also. So learning is categorized into these sub-learnings. First one is auditory learning. What is auditory learning? It is a learning by listening and hearing. If you learn by listening and hearing, then this type of learning comes under this auditory learning. For example, students listening to recorded audio lectures. So this comes under the auditory learning because students are learning by listening and hearing. Second one is the episodic learning. In this, to learn by remembering sequences of the events that one has witnessed or experienced. This is the linear and the orderly. In the case of episodic learning, in this what we have, in this we are going to learn things by remembering the sequences of the events. So that one has witnessed or one has experienced. So this is type of the learning is linear learning, and this is also known as orderly learning. Third one is the motor learning. What is a motor learning? It is a learning by precise movement of the muscles. It is a learning by the precisely movement of the muscles. For example, if you are picking objects, so this type of learning is the motor learning because in this you are the movement of the muscles. You are learning by movement of the muscles. So writing, if you are writing something, so it also involves under the motor learning. Next is the observational learning. Observational learning means to learn by watching, imitating something others. It means if you are learning by watching and by imitating others, for example, you are going to do mimicry of some Bollywood actor. For example, Bollywood actor. So if the child tries to learn by mimicking her parent, that this type of learning comes under the observational learning. So perceptual learning. It is a learning to recognize the stimuli that one has seen before. So for example, if we are identifying or classifying the objects or situations, so that comes under the perceptual learning because we have perceived something in the past or in the past, and we are going to recognize the things in the future using that perceptual learning. That comes under the perceptual learning. Next is the relational learning. It involves the learning to differentiate among the various stimuli on the basis of rational properties. It means in this type of learning, you are going to differentiate the various stimuli on the basis of the relational properties rather than the absolute properties. For example, adding little less salt at the time of cooking potatoes that came up salty last time. So when cooked with adding say a tablespoon of the salt, it means we are getting the idea. We are getting the idea from our past experiences in this example, that by adding the little less salt at the time of cooking potatoes that come up with the salty last time. So when cooked with the adding say a tablespoon of the salt. Next is spatial learning. Spatial learning is a learning through the visual stimuli such as images, colors, maps. So the person can create the road map in the mind before actually following that route. That is spatial type of learning. Next is stimulus response learning. It is a learning to perform the particular behavior when a certain stimulus is present. When a certain stimulus is present, so it is a learning to perform the particular behavior. For example, a dog raises its ear on hearing the doorbell. So this is a stimulus response learning. First of all, it will learn to perform the particular behavior when the certain stimuli is present. So that comes under the stimulus response learning. Thank you friends. If you like my video, please like, share, subscribe my channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. And if you have any query, you can ask in the comment section. Thank you.